They found wallet 68, this time for real, okay? The lucky person took home 6.8 Bitcoins. After last week, I made a video joking for April Fools that I had found it. I think he watched it and said, no, someone will find it quickly. He put his whole house to search, even used the microwave to be able to search for the Bitcoin. And with absurd computational power, he found it. Here, look, this was the winning wallet. BEB, BEEB, 3940, pa 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 pa. Anyway, if you knew these little letters, you would win, see? 6.8 Bitcoins. He took more than $500,000 instantly, transferred it through Merapool, as I've already shown here on the channel how it's done. There's a video in the members club that shows the step-by-step process of how to make the transaction from start to finish. That's what he did. He secured, right without the risk of being robbed, 6.8 Bitcoins. Congratulations to Koala, the winner of the Challenge 68. What do you do now? If you're using key hunting, it's very simple. I've shown several videos here already. You simply go to the tests folder and create a new file, 69, txt. I already had this file because I'm not foolish. I've already done some searching on 69, right? Now things are going to get serious. Inside this file, you need to put the address of wallet 69. You can get the address like this on the site. Look, 19V, ends with HG. It's exactly the address is here. Look, 19V, ends with HG. And then in the command, you will change the B to 30 and in the, 69, or put the correct range, right? Anyway, each one uses their own strategy. But the most important thing is to update the file so you can search for the correct wallet from now on. Our pool, my dear pool that puts up with me all day, is already updated to 69. It's already generating the correct ranges, okay? If you find anything, let me know, because I woke up in the morning, I said, oh damn, they found it quickly here. I updated it, then went to work, so I didn't see. Later I will check it carefully, but I think it's all right. There's not much mystery. We already started at 67, updated to 68, and now we are at 69 already running both the iBlock API and the Big Block API. Now I want to take a look at the Taz Hunt challenges, right? After all, with each puzzle wallet they discover, it becomes more difficult, more discouraging. 69 is going to be very difficult now. Although Koala will find it soon if he continues at this pace. But these challenges here, these are solved all the time by normal humans like you and me. So look here, there are 3 challenges that haven't been solved yet that are still ongoing. Soon I will put a little bit of Bitcoin into this one, all right? These challenges operate in dual mode. You can earn both CBR, which is our channel's currency, and Bitcoin. In a little while, I will put Bitcoin into this one because it hasn't been solved yet. I wait, I let the challenges mature a bit. If I see it's difficult, then I add Bitcoin to encourage people. And I want to. Let's take a look at the past challenges, all right? I want to look here with you, see the past challenges. This was the first challenge I created. It was solved by Camper. It doesn't have an answer because at the time it wasn't possible to include an answer. But for those who want to know, look, Gelson Hugim, famous Gugim. What's the answer? The answer doesn't appear. Gugim, here's the thing. The answer to this one is very easy, all right? If you search on Google, you'll see. Or if you even check here on the puzzle site, you'll see. Here, look, it was wallet 50. That's how Camper did. Yeah, solved it. He searched on Google, saw that it already existed, and solved it. Easy challenge was the first one to test. After that, there was a challenge that Camper created, which was in the same style. And then I was the one who won. Why? Because I countered, right? It's simply, you put it here on Google. And then on Google, I already found a result. There was already revelation, see? The result was already here. So we also learn. So both Camper and I learned that you can't do it. Before creating a challenge, check if the address isn't already on Google with the answer. So those were the first 2 challenges where we learned this. The challenges are not in order of creation, okay? They are in order of prize, but somewhat in creation order too, because initially the prizes were small, and then they increased. And then I made here, look, a dragon challenge, which was solved by Valdez. And there's a little bug here that I just noticed. Silly bug. I'll fix it soon. The answer to this one was very easy. Dragon's Wrath. We are in the early challenges, right? Then there was one about the airplane that I remember I searched. I searched on Google. I searched on GPT. I found a bunch of books, except the right one. So for those who wanted to know the answer, the right book is Wind, Sand, and Stars. And I found, well, The Disaster of the Andes, The Miracle of the Andes. And then I tried all the variations anyway. I was on the wrong track. I was misled by artificial intelligence, but congratulations to Roberto Pontes, who found the answer to this airplane challenge. This one from Ricardo Oliveira. I did a live stream where I got very close to the answer. But during the live stream, it's difficult. You have to look at the comments. You have to think about a lot of things. And I didn't have that much time, right? I think if I had continued a little longer, or if I had been trying to solve it on my own, I would definitely have figured it out. During the live stream, I discovered all the words. I just needed the right order. And shortly after, 5 or 10 minutes after the live, someone figured it out. It was actually Ricardo Oliveira. The challenge was from Roberto Pontes, and the one who figured it out was Ricardo Oliveira. Congratulations, Ricardo, on the prize. This one from Jeffinho is also quite easy. It's here now. If you leave, it won't be here anymore. The answer, if I'm not mistaken, was you in the brain wallet. And right after comes this one from Camper, which I have no idea about. It was something about a dream. Let's see if there's an answer here. Here it is. Look, Guguim is complaining there should be an answer field. That was before we added the answer field, right? You know that everything we do on the site are recommendations you give. That's why the site is becoming really cool. And yeah, he's desperate here to know the answer. Guys, send the answer to Guguim. And the answer is not to shoot your sheep. I also thought it was like that. Let's see. There's still no answer here because this challenge was before we added the answer option on the site. So this one will remain open for anyone who knows Camper and wants to add the answer later to satisfy everyone's curiosity. This one still doesn't have an answer on the site, right? Not that I've seen. It was solved by Wesley Vinicius. Then there's this one, which I don't know. It's some anime I haven't watched, but the answer is Science is Elegant, solved by the little duck. I created this one. Very easy. The challenge is obvious. The answer was the SHA-256 of bitcoinpuzzles.io, right? It's on this screen here, right? If you're on the screen, you're seeing the domain there. And yeah, it's pretty easy. This was one of the first challenges of the little ducks. Look, a yellow duck, a white duck, a yellow duck. Very easy. Jeffinho won. Then there was the one Camper solved from Valdez, Logan Immortal. I remember I also tried this one a little bit, but I couldn't do it. Yeah, he's everywhere. This one is the omnipresent. It's in honor of Guggen, who managed to solve this one. Look, Guggen doing hard, right? Because because in every challenge, Guggen is the first to go and comment. No, he already does this verification. Congratulations, Guggen. You deserve to win this challenge created in your honor. Here's one from Uncampa. Super easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The worst part is that when this challenge was happening, I didn't solve it, but I did a very similar challenge. The difference is that it started from 0, and both challenges were running in parallel. I didn't even think about trying this here. Soon we'll get to what I did. Yeah, about the pi. This was a really cool story. Okay. This one, the people on the site couldn't solve. It's the first 64 digits of pi. That's the private key. But yeah, since people weren't solving it, I put a little bit of Bitcoin to motivate people, and right away a bot stole it. Why? Because a bot is already monitoring these wallets, see? A well-known wallet, right? 64 first digits of pi. The bot took it right away. So, another lesson learned, when putting Bitcoin, put just a little to see if there's no bot. And then if there's no bot, you can put more and always think about these well-known things. There are probably several bots already monitoring these wallets. And there's a bunch more challenges here, right? I'm not going to stay here, otherwise it will be a 2-hour video. This is what I told you about. Look, natural numbers. It ran at the same time as that one. It was the same thing, but it started from 0 instead of starting from 1. There's a treasure map, a bit map, Zodiac Knight, text, word search, Silvio Santos 2, more word search. This Mario one here has a video just explaining it about Mario, which is a little game that Valdez made. All right. And there are these 3 that are ongoing. Let's see who will be able to overcome these 3 challenges.